Hello and welcome back to Soul MCA's channel. If you're a returning subscriber, I thank you so much for your continued support. If today this is your first time, or if you're a frequent visitor and you haven't subscribed yet, I ask that you do. Like this video and subscribe to this channel, and make sure you hit that notification bell to make sure you're getting all of the notifications when new videos are out. My schedule is beginning to change as the world opens up and I'm doing more things outside of my house. It's getting a little harder to keep to that Monday, Friday schedule that I've previously set up. Now, today I wanted to introduce a new segment. This channel is best known for tutorials. We've been doing tutorials here for some time. And a quick note on the tutorials: if you have made a request for a tutorial, I did respond to you. For some of you, you are on the pending list because I may have reached back out to you about an artist, about where I can find a particular song. And if you don't answer that question, I cannot do the tutorial for you. I don't know where to find it. I may not know what song it is, which song it is. So please make sure, if you made a request, to go back and see if I commented on it. And 99.9% of the time I did. For some of you, I have told you I'm not doing subscribers requests at this time. Others of you, I may have told I couldn't do it because of the skill set. But I'm proud to announce that even those people that I told that, I was able to go back and do all of those tutorials as well. So really the only people that are left out right now are those that I've said I'm not taking subscriber requests, which is a decision I made about a month and a half ago. But we'll have more on that in some time to come. Now, we also do practical lessons here on this channel where we talk about things like cases, strings, just things you need to know practically about how to play this bass. You know, there's a lot of information on YouTube about how to play, but maybe not how to take care of your gear, or just little things that you should know that no one really teaches you. And today I want to introduce a new segment, which is going to be very usable licks, we'll call it. Very usable licks. What I find sometimes, a lot of us as bass players, we're always looking for that next golden nugget. And so everyone starts scouring YouTube for licks. It's something we all like, we all want more of. And for most of us, we feel like it will be the infusion into our playing that we need until we find it. And then we're like, okay, let's get another one. But I find that sometimes there are so many different levels of skill sets of some of the individuals making these videos that they come up with these phenomenal licks. And a lot of times you're like, where do I even put this, bro? Where do I put this, sis? And so what I wanted to do is make some licks for the average Joe, the person who may not have a strong foundation in theory, because some of these creators have really strong theory, foundations in theory. And if you don't, you may not understand where to put some of these licks. But we're going to give you some licks that you'll know where to put, that are going to be hopefully very easy to play, as well as very easy to administer or put into your playing. And so with that said, I'm going to go on with one today, get our click track started here. But before I go on, just note that I am on a 5-string bass and I am detuned. That is going to be important. I'm going to be in F sharp today. And for me, that is going to be at my 3rd fret on my E string. For you, it might be at your 2nd fret on your E string if you're in standard tuning. But again, I'm going to be at my 3rd. So don't get confused by what you're seeing. Just pay attention to the notes and the numbers. I'll put both on the screen, being that we're only doing a lick. We're not doing an entire tutorial, just so you have the numbers and the letters for those that prefer letters. Get this click track started. Going to do a real simple groove. That's your entire groove right there. Just sitting on the one. And that's your lick. Rushed it a little bit that time. All right, stop there. So we've got our lick, right? Now, we are basically dealing with a pentatonic scale here. We've got a 6, 5, 4, 3, sorry, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, 6, and a 5. Okay. 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, 6, 5, and then back to the groove. Now, what makes this lick is this kind of, that kind of sound, that pull off. All right. Now, I'm not really good at pull offs like somebody like K-Bass. So what I kind of do is I'll hit it while keeping my finger where I want the pull off to be. That's the next note I need. Ooh. And just have it held down already. So when I come off of it, it's already where I need to be. And I'm just hitting the string one time, plucking the string one time with my right hand. Okay. So we've got 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, 6, 5. Pull off, slide, pull off. Pull off, slide, pull off. Groove, okay? So you might say, well, where can I use that? And if you're really on top of it, and I've been following this channel, you know that this groove right here at actually Since He Came by Ricky Dillard, which we did. It was the last tutorial that we did. All right. And this lick is actually in that song. Okay. So you can use this going to a 1, over a 1, staying in a 1, going to a 1, whatever the case is, because that's where we are. We're in the 1 here. All right, so you can use it in something like I'm going to use this example probably a lot in this segment. How great is our God? How great? Okay. Now instead of going back to the 1, I went straight to the 7, 3, 6. All right, and I don't know, maybe you don't do the 7, 3, 6 at your church, so you could do something like okay. Or whatever you're going to do to get to that 6. Okay. So you can see where it could be used. And even if you didn't want to do it that high, it does sound best there. But let's say you, for some reason, wanted to keep it low. You could do. All right. It sounds good. And what makes this lick sound so good is really the pull-offs, but the speed of the lick too. Oh. The speed of it, the smoothness of it, and that contrast in sound to me. Also, something you should know is it's coming on like the E. The 1 E is when it starts. So if you're counting 16th notes, 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E. Got me? 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and a 4 E and a 1 E and all right, that's where that lick starts, which also brings some brilliance to it as well. So now you have a lick that you can use. You see another context in which it's used. One of the greatest things that you want to do, or one of the first things you want to do when you have a lick, once you've gotten it under your fingers, is move it around. So don't just play it here in F sharp. Let's move it to, I don't know. Let's move it to B flat. Sounds so much different. And the reason you want to move it around is because you want to get it in your memory different ways. You want to hear it in different keys. All right. And you hear how different it sounded. I almost didn't recognize the lick when I moved it to another note. You don't want that. You want to be able to hear it in like any key that you're in. Also, depending on where you're playing on the fretboard, it can introduce different physical issues for you, because the frets get a little smaller as you go back down here. And if I'm playing on this B flat down here, it's things are tighter than they are up here where they could be wider. So that's another reason you want to be able to try your lick everywhere. And then let's say I went down even a string, you'd want to know how. This is basically been when I was in F sharp. I've been using it as a 3-note lick, right? 3-string lick. Well, if I'm moving my home down, then I've got to figure out a way to make the 6, the 6/5, and the 3/2/1 all on one string. That's something you'd want to work out as well. So get your lick, move it around, use it, and there you have it. You can play it in any key, play anywhere, and it should be usable. That's the biggest thing. It should be easy enough for you to play that you can use it anywhere and still sound good. You don't want a cheesy lick. Nobody wants to sound cheesy, but this is a pretty good lick that you could use anywhere. So hopefully you enjoy it. This was our first episode, and we'll have some more coming. Thank you for completing another video by yours truly, Soul MCA. If you enjoy instructional lessons, bass tutorials, helpful facts and information, then this channel is certainly for you. Please like and subscribe and join this growing community where we take the mystery out of the music. Remember, the good musicians get the gigs, but the cocky ones don't keep them. Check out one of my other videos here, and we'll see you next time.